Hey everyone, it's Trina, your intuitive guide with a chakra vibe, helping you navigate life's energies. And I'm so excited about this solar eclipse in Aquarius on February 17th. Now, what is a solar eclipse? Well, if we look at this chart here, it's when the moon is in between Earth and the sun, and it shades out the sun.
Allegedly.
But an eclipse goes deeper than that. An eclipse eclipses out stuff from your life that no longer sort of serves you anymore, you don't need anymore, you've outgrown. And so for every sign, from Aries to Pisces, that's a kind of a different thing that you might be eclipsing. But we could start thinking first about what is the energy of Aquarius in general. It's people like Abraham Lincoln, John Deere, the famous tractor maker. I grew up on a farm, so we actually had John Deere tractors and stuff too. Who else? Guy Fieri. Actually, me and Guy share the same birthday, January 22nd. So early Aquarius. These are all kind of inventor energies, right? Thomas Edison, also an Aquarius. So this could be time, this year to invent or reinvent something in your life. It's almost like a reset button. This solar eclipse gives us a theme for the year ahead. For example, if you're an Aries, the theme is new people. If you're a Taurus, your theme is career and how to balance that with home and family stuff. Geminis are really expanding in their life this year as well, through books, learning, travel, teaching. Cancers are learning about interdependence this year. Not codependence, not so much independence, but interdependence. And working with their finances and their self-worth. Leos are working with their relationships, with their significant others, with their business partnerships. Leos are also working with contracts and commitments in their lives this year. Virgos are working on their health and their just general day-to-day life. How can we make that more efficient? How can we make that easier to more go with the flow? Libras are working on their creativity this year and being like a kid again and just having fun. What can we eclipse out of our lives as a Libra that is causing us not to have fun? It's being like a kid again and seeing things through childlike wonder and a different point of view. Scorpios are working in the home and family realm this year. Lots of stuff about their families and their real estate and their house. And how do we balance that kind of life with our career, our outward legacy, what we leave behind sort of feel as well. Sagittarians are very busy this year with the eclipse happening in their third house. And this is a lot about getting in the community, showing yourself to the world, sales, marketing, and learning a new skill, Sagittarius, that will help you up level in your game of life. Capricorns are learning all about their money and finances and becoming friends with their money, knowing exactly where their money goes, and working with the gap in between income and spending. And of course, Aquarians are going through massive transformation this year. Not only has Pluto gone into Aquarius last year for the next 19 or so years, now we got this solar eclipse in Aquarius. So this year is quite important or prominent or amplified this year for Aquarians because the solar eclipse is in their first house of the self, this avatar, this place where the soul resides. And so a lot of physical changes can happen. And there's a lot of relationship. How we do relationships is changing this year. And Pisces, you are going through an extreme intuitive upgrade. Pisces, you're already psychic. You know, you're one of the most intuitive of the zodiac already, okay? But this year, with the solar eclipse really activating your 12th house, this is a lot about that spiritual stuff. Anything that you've repressed over the years and pushed down is ready to come out, be observed, and perhaps being let go so that you can go and be your intuitive, powerful self, Pisces. The magic is within all of us, and Aquarius solar eclipse is really bringing that out. Aquarius, they say, is a lot about technology and the AI and all that stuff, which, yes, that's true. And we've already been seeing a lot of faster things when it comes to the AI and the technology. Okay. But Aquarius is also known to be a humanitarian sign. She's pouring the water. It's the cosmic knowledge from the ethers down into this 3D world, bringing us a new awareness, a new knowledge, perhaps a new awakening. And what is awakening, really? Well, to me, it's like we're here with sort of these flappers, and the awakening stuff helps us to open the flappers. Suddenly, we start seeing things different ways. Things are opening up, different frequencies. It's like opening up the flappers. And Aquarius wants us to rise up. It's very grassroots-ish. That's why you'll see a lot of stuff happening with civil wars and things like that. Because power to the people, that's quite an Aquarius vibe. Aquarius runs the house 11 of the people. So there is a sense of bringing humanity back to this whole technology and not forgetting our human roots, the soul, the consciousness, so that not everything is just an empty machine. So I would suggest for, this year to really consider what could we do to help someone feel better, to show love, to show that we care, to have that compassion back, to bring more compassion into this reality we live in. Before I go, let's pull some cards from our decks. The Power of 8 Chakra Lenormand and the Power of 8 Chakra Oracle. Now, me being an Aquarius, innovative, we made the Lenormand system, which is an ancient system that has its own way, but we've chacrified it. And I'm not sure that anybody else in the world has done that yet. So I'm hoping we are the first. But in any case, when you open up your decks, you get your spiritual spine. Here's what all the chakras mean. You get a colored booklet. And let's knock 3 times and pull a few cards for us all during this solar eclipse in Aquarius, February 17th, which gives us a taste of the rest of our year. All right. It's funny. Stork changes. Now, the storks are always a cool card to get because it's an up-leveling and changes. It's up-leveling in our video game of life. And I do believe that the whole reason we're here in the first place is self-mastery. So it's a good idea to keep learning, but not just learn stuff. It's very easy to read a bunch of stuff, learn it, watch the YouTubes and all this. The point is to put it into practice, to put what you learned into real life so that you can have real change like the stork. All right, let's pull a card from the Power Wave Chakra Oracle, the original. And when you open the decks, you also get a little message on the bottom. Everything always works out for me. If our minds are going to be programmed to a certain extent in this reality we live in, at least let us program some of it for the good. Everything always works out for me. Put that in your subconscious programming. All right. Take our pink cards. Knock 3 times. What shall we know? For the collective. For us all. Aquarius loves the collective, loves humanity, loves to bring new cosmic knowledge to us all. And why? For self-mastery. My thoughts are cleared, and I forgive the past. There's that love card again, right? We want to bring that love vibe to this all as well. Heart chakra healing, giving, receiving love. Do something nice for someone else. And not because you want anything back in return. Just to do it and put some energy out that way. The output of humans is love, creativity. And I forgive the past. You know, it's hard to forgive sometimes. But it's not because you want to condone their behavior. Forgiving is so that you can keep going forward without the weight and the chains of these old, traumatic events and bad things that have happened. And to use these events and things that maybe have caused trauma to move forward in a better way. For example, I don't know if you guys ever watch David Icke, right? He was off the scene for about 5.5 years because he was banned from YouTube and even banned from countries for what he was talking about. And more recently, he's come back on the scene, a new books and all sorts of stuff. But he had mentioned a story about this where he was so ridiculed. He said comedians didn't need to. As soon as he mentioned, David Icke, that was the joke and get everybody to laugh. Like, he had been ridiculed and humiliated, and it was a very hard lesson for David to learn. And the lesson was, it was a good thing that this happened because now he wasn't attached to how other people thought of him. And he said that feeling felt very freeing. And now, after everything he's been through, it's all coming around back. And now, since he's been gone, a lot of his teachings are much more accessible now and received differently now, especially in this age of Aquarius. So I find that quite interesting. I forgive the past. All right. And then also we had my thoughts are clear, number 11, the magic 11, so to speak. But I want to talk about that 11 for a second. The 11 is like 2 pillars and you're going through into, wow, a new adventure, okay? But my thoughts are clear and you want to watch your thoughts. That's a big thing is we are not our body. We are not our name. We are not our thoughts. We are much more than all of that. And we want to really look at the thoughts that we have every day. It's a good time to observe, become a neutral observer, 0.0, and look at how do my thoughts block me, hinder me, create obstacles for me in my soul's journey. So it's a really good time to clear out those toxic thoughts and think more like an Aquarian or that vibe, futuristic, humanitarian, bring the healing energy. And remember, you're not here to save the world. You are just passing through. This is a journey. And in time, this time that we're here in this present moment is so small. It's like a little blip, right? So I think that this year is going to be a big kind of awakening for a lot of people. And remember, there's always something for us to learn. And if you feel like there's cobwebs in your brain, or you feel like there's a lot of toxic thoughts or whatever, you can use tools like selenite and quartz, Lemurian quartz, apophyllite. These clear stones like this are very good. And just wave it around your body with the intent that you're dissolving away any past ties, right? Where was that card? I forgive the past. Any past trauma, any past ties that are holding you back, cutting off that chain, right? And let's go and be the free, because Aquarius loves freedom. Freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom to do, freedom to create. And that's my message for today. I'm Trina. You can visit me at www.themoontree.org if you're interested. And we'll see you in the next one.